Roman Empire is a place where archaeologists have found some amazing things in the past, and this hard-working team was able to find another amazing thing there in 2019. Archaeologists in Turkey found this amazing statue of a fierce warrior under a fountain. This is surprising because historical digs have been done in the area on and off since the 19th century. The area used to be home to the ancient city of Laodicea, which was part of the Roman province of Phrygia. This city was a key point on a major trading route. In fact, the area was important to the Romans, so it became quite wealthy. Archaeologists have said that Ladisia is an important place to study, and more organized investigations are said to have begun in the city in 2002. Since then, experts have made a new map of the site and tried to figure out what the different finds mean. The city of Laodicea is said to have started out as an ancient Greek town called Diospolis, which means City of Zeus. Around the 3rd century BC, Seleucus Antipater is said to have built a city there and named it after his wife, Ladis. In its early days, Laodicea wasn't thought to be a very important place. However, the city started to grow and become more important as time went on. The Roman Republic was involved in the Mithridatic Wars, which were a series of 3 wars between Rome and the Kingdom of Pontus. Laodicea seems to have been hurt by these wars, but the city seems to have quickly recovered. This is likely because Laodicea's wealth came from its location as a trading post on the way to Asia. So when the Roman Republic ended and the Roman Empire began, the city took advantage of this. During the Roman Empire, Laodicea was a very important city, and this seems to have continued into the Byzantine Empire. The city thrived under a number of Byzantine rulers, but it is said to have been destroyed by Turkish and Mongol attacks in the Middle Ages. During its long period of importance during the Roman Empire, Laodicea saw many leaders come and go, but one thing stayed the same. This was Emperor Trajan, who ruled from 98 to 117 AD. Trajan was also a very important person in the history of the Roman Empire, and the main reason for this is that he was in charge of the empire. When Trajan died in 117 AD, Rome's global territory had probably reached its peak. Who was Trajan? Trajan was born in Italy, which is now near the Spanish city of Seville. During Trajan's reign, the city of ancient Rome changed a lot. Some of the buildings that were built during this time are still standing today, such as Trajan's Column and Trajan's Market. However, the most important thing that Trajan did was expand Roman territory. In the end, he and his army were successful, and the Romans took control of Mesopotamia and Armenia. As a result of these military victories, the Roman Empire grew to its largest size ever during Trajan's lifetime. In fact, he was given the official title of Optimus Principes, which meant the best ruler. However, he became sick while on a ship in the middle of 117 AD, and he died in the town of Cellin. What might have surprised people was how big this tribute was. They found a statue of the emperor that was thought to be the biggest one ever made. The statue of Trajan was found in pieces under an old water feature. Experts then put the pieces back together to make it look as close as possible to how it looked when it was first made. Skyward makes it easy to see that supremacy is in charge. Reports say that if you look closely, you can even make out etchings on Trajan's armor. At the end of March 2019, EMEC told the Daily News about these engravings. The images on the armor are very clear, and the lead archaeologist of the dig said that the upper part of the armor shows the thunder of Jupiter, the god of thunder. Medusa is in the middle of the chest, which is important because it shows the emperor's scary side. IMAC went on to say that there are 2 griffins facing each other. Griffins are the god Apollo's symbol, if you didn't know that. Griffins are supposed to have been mythical creatures that were part lion and part eagle. IMAC also went into more detail about what Apollo's presence on the Trajan armor might mean. We think of Apollo as the god who protected the fine arts, he told. This makes us think that the emperor did protect the fine arts during his reign. The archaeologist also said that the statue was found with a very important inscription. This writing seems to explain the so-called water law, which is said to have been one of the most important rules of Roman society. We know that the Romans were innovative when it came to their water systems, but these systems needed to be controlled. For example, while a series of pipes carried water through many Roman cities, it was important that people didn't change the flow for their own benefit. If things had gotten out of hand, the whole seed system would have collapsed. So, to keep things in order, the water law said that anyone who messed with the sewer system would have to pay a large fine in Laodiceas. For example, anyone caught polluting the water supply or damaging the pipes would have had to pay up to 12,500 dinars, which was a huge amount of money at the time. One section of the water law lists the rules about the water supply. It is illegal to use the city water given the water law. It shows that he was an emperor who brought a waterway to Laodicea with arches and pipes made of travertine. Imac also said that Trajan is thought to have given about 30,000 denarii to Laodicia's water system, which is the same as over 50,000 today. The large statue was broken, but experts were able to fix it. The statue is thought to be 1906 years old, from the year 113 AD. If this is true, it means that the work was finished only 4 years before Trajan died. Despite being so old, the statue has held up surprisingly well over the years. However, as we've already said, the statue is just one of a large number of finds that have been found recently. Even though it's thought that an earthquake destroyed the aqueduct, you can visit many of the ancient ruins of Ladisia if you're interested. In fact, the Turkish Ministry of Culture and Tourism has helped make sure that many of the ruins have been properly fixed and put on display. Imac hopes that the recently discovered statue of Trajan will bring even more tourists to the area. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.